What's going on, guys? This is Joshua, aka Future Filmmaker 394's reviews, lots of movies, TV, music, and I'm here to finally give you guys my review of The Queen's Gambit, the latest Netflix show from last year, which I meant to review back after it came out, but of course, my problems with my older laptop. This, of course, stars Anya Taylor-Joy in the role of Beth Harmon, and is based on the novel of the same name. In a Kentucky orphanage in the 1950s, a young girl discovers an astonishing talent for chess while struggling with addiction. If you guys are new to the channel, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like, comment, and share button, as well as to subscribe to the channel and the notification bell to get notified when the newest videos are up, when I go live, and when I post on my community tab. Otherwise, you're not going to get every single notification for when I go live. Now, when it comes to The Queen's Gambit, this was something I was actually really interested in checking out. I have never played chess before, but the idea sounded interesting. And Scott Frank, I am familiar with him as a writer. He wrote Minority Report, and he directed A Walk Among the Tombstones and The Lookouts. And when it comes to him, he also wrote Logan and Wolverine's other movies I actually enjoy. And also Anya Taylor-Joy was another reason I wanted to check out, because Anya Taylor-Joy is a great actress. Everything I've seen her in so far, she's always bringing her A game, even if it wasn't the best. Morgan wasn't the greatest thing ever, but I actually enjoyed it. And when it came to The New Mutants, while it wasn't her strongest work, I actually thought that she was one of the few good things in it. And I can't wait. But let's talk about how The Queen's Gambit is and see my overall feelings. So let's get into my positives. First off, let's get into the writing and directing by Scott Frank, because Scott Frank, he's a very good writer. He has written a few misfires, but everything else he has written so far is actually pretty good. And Logan was one of the best scripts he ever written, as well as Minority Report, which my favorite Steven Spielberg film, and Flight of the Phoenix and The Wolverine. But his writing and direction here, he gives you a sense of the 1950s era. He gives you the look into why things are going on in the way it does. And you're sitting there, and it never really fully gets there. And just the way that he is able to go into the introspective exploration of female desires and obsession wrapped in the guise of a straight-laced chess, which when you get past but it feels like it knows exactly everything that's going on. And what I really like here is the way that this movie panders out. I very much enjoy a lot of what this movie was going for, and I think that what he went for this miniseries, it was very well articulated. It's very well done, and just the way he's able to work with is very good. It is very consistent. His direction is amazing, and the way he's able to work with his crew's great. The cinematography in this is very well done. You get the nice color palette of the era that is recreating. The production design, the costume design is also amazingly well done. I feel like that all that extremely goes into everything that what makes this what it really is. But nothing would definitely not be without its performances. And we have to talk about the performances of Anya Taylor-Joy, because like I said, Anya Taylor-Joy, everything she's been in is great. The Witch, Splits, Glass, Thoroughbred, Emma. I can't wait to see her in Last Night in Soho later this year. And while The New Mutants was definitely a disappointment, I liked her performance in it. It was too bad her character wasn't that strongly written, but she was good in it. And here as Beth Harmon, she's great in her. You get a sense of that she is going through the physical struggle. She's going through a lot of what is going on here, and this is a great miniseries. And Anya Taylor-Joy, she not only she is very attractive, she's very pretty, but her performance here, she just brings out a lot of it. Every single time you buy the part with her as a chess player, and you buy the part of her where she basically, you see her map out her moves, and but also the struggle that she has to go throughout this entire miniseries. She struggles. She's going through the motions here, and just this is basically giving her the recognition that she already has, but she's getting more recognition, and she really has to sell a lot of the physical points, the emotion, the addiction, the chess playing, the wanting more, and you feel that in her performance. And I have to give Anya Taylor-Joy a lot of credit. I'm not even sure if she's nominated for a Golden Globe, but Beth is awesome. Also, the rest of the cast in this movie is great. You have Bill Camp as William Shabay, Marielle Heller as Alma, Marcin Dorociński as Borgoff. You have the original voice of Ferb Fletcher. Thomas Brodie-Sangster is Benny, which I will say you could use a little bit more of him, but what can you do? And also Harry Melling. Yes, that Harry Melling. Y'all know who I'm talking about. If y'all seen Harry Potter, we know who I'm talking about. He was great. The performances all around is great, and just they elevate this whole miniseries for the entirety of it. But also the music choices in here are really great. I love the music choices in here. The music choices in here, they never feel like they're out of place. I never feel like that once that no one was giving a bad performance. The music choices, and as well as the score, I really love what this movie went for. And just, yeah, the way this feels, I keep saying movie, but it does feel like a movie. It's very cinematic, and that's what I really like about it. It does not feel like a miniseries. It feels more like a movie, and that's also another due to the credit that it gives. And I just very much still like a lot of parts that were going on for it. You see with the score that it very much makes for a great miniseries, and just you get a lot of great character development with the characters, but the score and songs elevate what this movie really is, and it doesn't really feel like you're being bored, and you see everything that's going on here, and it feels like you are a part of this. You are a part of everything that's going on here. And just the way that Scott Frank and the creative team of the Queen's Gambit is able to put you in this environment, it's able for you to be able to be in the shoes of Anya Taylor-Joy's character, or wanting more and struggling with addiction. The way that it just puts you in that mindset. You never once feel like you never once feel like you're wasting your time, and that's one of my big praises I do have to give for the Queen's Gambit, is that you don't feel like you wasted your time. I sure as hell didn't, but I can see why a lot of people can find this boring or find this slow, but for me, I was invested the whole way. I never felt like I was wasting time. I never felt like I was sitting there wanting to shut it off. I sat there, I held it in, and just it was the work of a great creative team and a great actress like Anya Taylor-Joy, and I very much applaud Netflix for doing something like this, for taking an approach like this and doing something new with it. And that's why I basically feel like it did well. But just when you are actually watching the events unfold, you're sitting there, you're not really bored. You ain't really bored. I'm just sitting there like, okay, I'm into this. This is actually really good. This is actually pretty cool. And just the way the events play out through every episode here is like you're there, and you actually do get some sympathy out of Beth Harmon. But what about the chess scenes? Of course, the chess scenes are awesome. I love the chess scenes. Especially when that final chess scene, that was great. I love that, and the way that the chess sequences are directed and choreographed, it actually makes me want to go and play chess now. To be honest, which I can see that's also what a lot of people has been doing, because we're all stuck in this whole situation. But I didn't really feel like I was losing myself in the chess or wanting chess scenes to basically end, because the chess scenes were just as important to the story as the actual story of addiction. And the addiction thing with Beth Harmon, I love that aspect as well. It was very well written, it was very well handled, it wasn't glorifying anything, it felt very natural and suited to the story. And that's basically how I feel as far as the positive side goes. There's not really much negatives I can say when it comes to the Queen's Gambit. I guess if there's only little small negative I have is that I wish it could have went on for a little bit longer. But other than that, not too much negatives with the show. Not much at all. Overall, The Queen's Gambit is a really great Netflix miniseries drama that deserved all the recognition it got. It deserved to win a Golden Globe for Anya Taylor-Joy's performance. The story is very interesting. The character of Beth Harmon is very interesting. Acting all around is great. Cinematography, direction, and writing is great. It can be a little bit slow when it first starts out, and I do wish it could have went on for at least a few more minutes. But at the end of the day, I am fairly impressed with The Queen's Gambit. I enjoyed it, and it makes me want to play chess. That's pretty much what people have been doing, especially after watching this show, especially if you're not big chess players. And this is a very great show that I would highly recommend if you haven't seen it. If you're not interested, that's completely fine too. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and give The Queen's Gambit a better than Vampire Academy. Almost a seal of approval. So that was my review of The Queen's Gambit in complete voiceover. I'm sorry this took so long. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of The Queen's Gambit. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Or are you somewhere in the middle? All my social media links are in the description box down below. If you would like to send money to my channel, you can do that as well as send fan mail by DMing me or emailing me privately. If you would like to send anything from my Amazon wish list, you can get a hold of me and you can do that. And also check out my merchandise store as well. So that is it for my long awaited review of The Queen's Gambit. And until then, you guys keep it cool, join the Epictasticness, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in more.